1, 2, 3, go!
They gotta see it to believe. Word of mouth ain't enough.
I didn't have funds today, bro.
I would've cheated, said that
Can't beat me in swimming. All I need is one guy like this.
can't stop.
Do you want the smoke?
Should've never let me
Yeah.
go. Now I
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Got down to 6, that's brilliant.
Nimukweka kasa naye bagaye bantwala omutima guli wano. What's the one thing that adults don't understand about your generation?
When it comes to things like spending your free time the way you want it, they'll like judge too much. Like instead of spending your free time in a way of, oh, I'd want to spend my time with my friends, I'd want to go and play games, since technically I guess I can still consider myself as a kid. They would think I can spend my time, I'd be better off studying, I'd be better off on books, things like that.
I hear you.
Sometimes we enjoy to just go do something with our lives.
Right now the attention span is 8 seconds. Like the young, as small as a goldfish. Do you believe that they say that young generation struggles with their attention span? Is it true? Like concentration, focusing on one thing, because there's too many noises, too many influences. Is that true?
Not for me.
Why would you say that?
When I want to pay attention to something, I'll pay attention. When I don't want to pay attention, that's when I have an attention span of 8 seconds.
Yeah? What do you think?
Personally, I also feel like our attention span is really bad, especially in like Gen Z. There's a lot of like doom scrolling, and that really kills someone's ability to pay attention to certain things. And actually, studies have actually been done that have basically proved that our attention span is shorter than the generation that we had before.
Right.
So yeah, I do believe that that's true, and I do think that we should start like avoiding it, because then it will just like keep progressively getting worse and worse throughout like the next generation. So yeah, our attention span is really bad, but it's able to be fixed. We can reverse it.
How do you think we can fix it? The attention span?
Using your tab or laptop, you can go out and play with your friends. Some people think it's not nice, but once you actually go out, you'd forget about it.
Come on. That's my G.
I spend 2 hours a day on the phone. So I feel like if parents engage their kids into the time limit and focus on books, have after school activities, like after school you can have basketball and all that. I feel that's a better way to manage time.
Nice. What makes a good childhood? That's my mind. Like, what's a good childhood story? One word.
Memories?
Memories.
Exploration.
Loving groups.
Studying.
I would say nostalgia.
Nice.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Yeah.
I love that. That brings the question. Friendships. What does a good friend mean to you?
I feel like a good friend is one that you can work with and you're able to talk with about anything. I also think a good friend is someone who is able to show up for you in the same way that you're able to show up for them. Like, it's where you meet each other halfway that makes a friendship really last and really strong.
A person who tells me the good and bad about me.
Nice.
Not only the good about me and not only the bad about me, but a person who's confident and willingly to come to me if I've done something bad, and they assure me that, yeah, I did this and this is wrong. That's whom I value as a good friend.
I'd say a good friend is, unlike certain people, they know I'm talking about them, but
Shots fired.
they'd support me, and then when I do something wrong, they'd tell me it's wrong. When something bad happens to me, they'd be there for me.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
I would say it's someone you can laugh with, you can cry with. It's just a person that will be there for all of your days, your good days, your bad days. And yeah, you can spend time with them, you enjoy their company, they enjoy yours. It goes both ways.
There's a whole fear with parenting and peer pressure.
Like, have you heard of, or have you personally encountered someone pressuring you to do something that you don't like? Or how would you act if you had that sort of, if something like that happened to you in regards to peer pressure?
If I'm peer pressured by someone, first off, I personally have my rules and my standards, and if it's not worth it, I wouldn't do it.
What are your standards?
My standards as a person, I know what's good and right for me. I'm like, okay, if they want to do this and I know it's going to affect me in a way, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peer pressure. What do you have to say about that?
Can't faze me.
Really?
Someone tells me to do something, I don't want to do it.
You won't do it?
I just don't do it.
I'm just scared of losing like friendships though.
If I have friends that are a bad influence, two things can happen. First, I'm gonna try to help them become a better person. If they reject that, I let them go on their own way. If they accept that, they become a better person.
Thank you, sir. Is that sufficient enough for you? For you, it looks like you have, you're questioning that because, and that's true. Many people they're scared of losing their friends because of the influence. What do you have to, what?
Well, personally, I'm really scared of losing connections. I treasure connections as something that's really, I feel like everyone deserves someone to like be around for them. And so if your person had decided, you know what, I'm going to do this and that, and you don't agree with it, that puts the friendship at risk. Because if you are disagreeing with ideologies, it could like turn into resentment for each other, and then the friendship could be ruined. So that's like my biggest fear, as well as like, okay, when someone, let's say, is peer pressuring me and I'm really close friends with this person, I may be more likely to do what they're pressuring me to do just for the sake of keeping the friendship, and not actually because I want to do.
Which is dangerous.
Yes, it's really
so what do you do?
What do I do?
Like,
honestly, I think I just communicate. I communicate with the person and tell them these are not, I don't agree with what you're doing. I don't agree with that lifestyle, and I wouldn't like to partake in that. And if they still decide, you know what, I'm still gonna continue doing it, and if that affects the relationship, then that's fine. I think that's when you have to like let the friendship go. Yeah.
Vanessa, you can easily get initiated as a result, but you still want to have friends.
Well, I would say right now, teenage friendships don't last forever, because at the end of the day, you're all going to go different ways, and you're going to meet other people. I would say the friendships in teenage lives right now are like lessons that we are going to learn throughout our lives, and we should take them as a serious topic, I would say. I
think that's very powerful what she says. I think we get this lie that the friends you have, you're going to be with them forever.
Yes.
Whereas you still have a whole life out there, and you're going to meet.
Just a chapter.
You literally could end up at 30 with one friend that you were in primary with. But I think the illusion that these friends are yours for a long time is something you need to consider.
I mean, I think if someone says that they've never been a victim of peer pressure, then they would be lying, because it gets to all of us at one point. Sure, people can say just say no, but it's never really that easy. Peer pressure can be good, obviously, if your friends motivating you to be on your books, to just be a better overall person, then that pressure is good from a friend.
Nice. How much screen time is good screen time?
Good screen time.
Yeah.
Okay, how much screen time is good screen time? It depends on the person and the age. I would say for teenagers, they spend most of their times on phones, which is bad, at the same time also good, because they get to communicate to their friends and all that. But then as well, you need to focus, because being a teenager, that's why you want to explore everything and all that, like everything, like, oh, I want to be on TikTok, I want these many views and all that, forgetting their purpose in life. I feel like social media is also part of that. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think it's the screen time that's the question, though. I feel like it's what you consume. So as long as you're consuming stuff that's benefiting you, then yeah, that's good for your sake.
So you don't believe you need any screen time?
I believe that it depends on the person, and if they know they can manage themselves, if they can regulate what they watch, then...
But how do you regulate at your age? I don't really think you have that.
You just differentiate the goods with the bads. You know that this and this, you obviously have like an adult educating you that, oh, don't watch this, don't watch that. And obviously, just because we're young doesn't mean we don't understand stuff. So we can understand that, okay, this isn't for me. Let me just, you can click not interested, obviously.
I don't think so. Here's the thing. When you're young, biologically, you're impressionable, you're desirable, you easily are influenced. So you can't tell the difference, can you?
Who said?
I mean, that's biology, that's what it says, no?
No, but it all depends.
That's the formidable years of your conditioning. Birth to 12, you don't, Mama, do you know? What's good and what's bad?
Yeah,
How do you know?
like screen time is a good thing for children, like to enjoy themselves, but they should not like have it on a daily.
So what's good and what's bad from what you watch? Where's the limit?
I mean, you can watch cartoons.
Cartoons. But even some cartoons I'm hearing are not good. Are all cartoons good, Mama?
No.
Why?
Some of them may be teaching children bad things.
I thank you. Do you agree? What bad things?
Like maybe bullying your friends, because that's what most cartoons do.
Which cartoon has bullying?
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry is an exception to the rule. Yeah, I think Tom is a... Anyway, I thank you, sir. So, what do you know? Do you think your parents understand this whole social media world?
No.
To some extent.
Because it's a new thing. It's a very new thing.
Yeah, but from what they see, since they watch the news, they only see the crazy stuff. So far, they currently think that social media is a place for people to get kidnapped, for people to get influenced into doing drugs and bad stuff like that.
Which is true.
Yes, but some people are smart enough to know when to turn off, when to steer away from things. However, I still think that some limits are good.
I also feel like parents view social media as generally like a bad place, and they don't really see the benefits that come with it. Not saying that it's only good, because yes, social media has its downsides. Like it can be really hateful. It can cause children to do like stuff they really shouldn't be doing. But parents only see those sides, and they don't see the actual benefits of it, like learning new stuff like a language, or learning about like mental health. That's what a lot of parents don't see, and that's what I've seen in a lot of parents as viewing social media as generally a bad thing. And you also honestly can't blame them, because again, social media has its downsides. But I think it would be helpful to recognize the good and the bad of social media, and then they can effectively be able to manage it as well as their children who use it.
Cyberbullying. In regards to that, how would you deal with unkind comments or hate speech or body shaming? How do you deal with that?
Blog. I don't know why it's so hard for folks to do. But just block the person. Me personally, I've never received anything hateful online. But if I were to receive hateful comments, I would just block the person. I don't understand why someone would continue to be, let's say, on the sites where they're getting the hate from, when it's like at the push of a button, it's gone. But then also, you have to think about the lasting impact that the person's words have said on the person, because you can't just blocking the person doesn't remove what they actually said. So I think if your parents are like a safe space, you can go to them and talk to them about it, or you can talk to a friend about what they said, and they can help you not internalize what the hateful comment said about you. And yeah.
What do you think?
I think not talking to them would be a good choice if you do not want to extend the case further, and then they start like insulting you and stuff.
So you just don't address them?
Yeah.
Do you think there are some measures that the policymakers can put in place to?
Yeah, they can ban certain phrases and words, but instead, right now there's a lot of phrases and words that have been going around. Moderation hasn't been doing anything about it really, so.
Because it's a real thing. Social media, I mean, right now it's where everything is at. The markets, work, AI, everything is evolving, right?
Well, I would say the generation now, we are the future, so you can't predict what's going to happen next or what they're going to do next.
Because everything is happening so fast.
Yeah.
And the biggest fear now is, how do you, your generation, consume this? Because whether you agree or not, it influences your mind. and your mind again is still developing. Do you agree, you guys, by the way? Do you know that?
Yes.
Biologically,
Yeah.
that your mind at your age is out of it, 17 now for you, you're past.
No.
How old are you?
14.
14, you're past. How old are you?
7.
Well, it actually stops growing at 25.
Do you know from birth to 12, what you consume makes up your DNA?
Yeah.
Yeah, biologically. And I think these are things that our parents need to understand, especially when it comes to social media, because some parents, parenting can be substituted for social media. So they give you a phone or a tab instead of them being at home.
That's on the parent though.
That's something to go on, talk about it.
When they turn maybe 13, I think that's a good age to give them a phone. But even nowadays, since there's a lot of things going on, when your child's at school, you never know. So the ages can range, but of course in the early years, when they're like around the ages of, I want to say, until they reach like 10, they shouldn't be so much, because like you said, I guess that's when they're most impressionable.
Because you see, there's a country, I think it's Finland, if I'm not mistaken. They literally banned phones from schools, from, young students. If they brought that rule to Uganda, would you guys survive? Would you breathe? They said no tab, no phone,
If you
no
asked
nothing.
me 5 years ago, I'd say yes. Right now, it's a different story.
So you're dependent.
Not really.
Ish.
I'll say, if they took the tab away from you, would you breathe?
No.
You wouldn't breathe. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm not really sure.
You're not sure, eh?
I use the tab sometimes, and like for when they're like teachers are asking you to go and assign something, search about something, I would not know what to
What
do.
you do. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Read
That's
a
fair.
book.
PT.
But there are countries that are regulating seriously because it's not when it's too much sauce can spoil the soup.
Again, that's something for the parents to worry about.
But the parents also are learning about it as well because it's a new thing.
But they should educate themselves more then. They should find a way. They learn about the good and bad sides. Moderation, they can view what their children watch and then restrict them from opening certain sites.
Why did you shut your face?
He just wants to disagree with everything.
No, see, when you say that parents need to educate themselves, they can't really, because there's not really that many books out there. If you go to the internet, some sources aren't trustable. So
Read a bunch of sources.
that's the thing. That would be overworking their brains, and then they also have work to deal with. 30.
Yes,
So you could spend 30 minutes on your tab and be satisfied. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Why are you lying?
I'm not like,
Then I just spend 30 minutes every 5 hours, every while, or just a day.
I spent
Or every 30 minutes? Every 30 minutes you take 30 minutes.
No.
If your new gadgets daily, then 30 minutes for screen time is impossible.
It's impossible, eh?
It's
Your brain
possible
isn't
for me
used to
because
30
me,
minutes.
I can spend my time 30 minutes only, then I can just go down to my friends.
And do what?
Congratulate
Play.
your parents.
Huh?
They did well.
So you spend 30 minutes, then you go and play.
Yeah.
Do you guys do anything outside, like in the community and whatnot, outside your gate? Yeah.
Not really. I would just stay in the house, probably play with Legos. Yeah.
Do you think that's a good thing? Staying in your room and playing and what? And disconnecting.
Well, see, for me, when I'm in my room, I'm connecting with the people from school. I'm talking to them from...
Nah, but
you're on the
stepping out
phone.
and enjoying the...
When I step out and enjoy, people look at me.
Why? What do you mean?
You can't go outside and smile in this generation. It's just not possible.
Really?
You get
Why?
for anything.
That's not true.
Is.
What would you,
Body shaming. People body shame.
what are they going to body shame about you then?
Like, yo, how you look
What do you mean? But we step out, do they body shame us?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
on social media.
But you're stepping out though. You guys, no, I'm not going to allow this. That's a lie.
What's a lie?
No one is going to laugh at you when you step out. That's
Okay.
a big lie.
It's like in their head.
Why? That's what the smartphones are doing.
No, it's
Yes,
Please, because you're going to see them online.
because that's
like in
complete. That's a delusion, man. That when you step out your yard and
You
interact
don't
with
have
people.
the internet with you when you're outside.
You know what, sir?
You don't have like a phone with you. You're not supposed to have anything like
Yes.
that when you go outside. If you have something like that, you won't be focused on what your friends are doing. But if you're minding on them, then you can focus on what they're doing and actually have fun.
So that means you have to put the tab down, or you have to go with the tab.
Put the tab down.
That's it. Put the tab down.
Body shaming can happen.
Body shaming can happen. I agree. But in this case, guys, for me, first of all, there's nothing to be body shamed about, as I see. I see guys who are patterned and well put together. So what are they going to body shame?
It's modern generation. People can literally
They'll
body
find
shame
anything.
So but that's on them, though. No, you should just say that it's on them, not you. You ignore them, no? Because here's what's going to happen.
I feel like that's social media influencing it, but you as a person, you should be confident about yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just people being insecure about themselves. That's why they're attacking you.
And eventually you're going to get a job one time, and you're not going to go and apply for jobs and go into offices. Then what happens? You step out there, no?
If someone would do that to me, I would say, what you say is what you are.
Guys, say what you just said.
What you say?
You go tell them again.
What you say is what you are.
To them. You know what I mean? So, because, guys, you cannot, you're basically telling me you want to hide all your life.
You can't.
You're saying you lock yourself in a room, no? But eventually, you have to go out there, you have to look for a job, you have to go and win in life, you have to get married, you have to get all of these things, and you have to be out there. So I believe you have to prepare for it now, so not to get shocked in the future, no? Don't you think it's something worth discussing about at least? We can agree to disagree, but I think it's something to take note of.
I feel like everything in this life, it has disadvantages and advantages. It's just the way you take in and how much you take in and how much it's going to reflect to you.
But in this generation, it mostly has disadvantages.
That's what you think. That's what you think.
AI taking over jobs.
True.
Interesting. What do you have to say about that, by the way?
You can decide not to or go for it. It depends on you.
There's jobs out there that AI can't do.
Thank you.
Like what?
Like being a lawyer. AI doesn't have human reasoning, and it will never be able to have human reasoning. So how will it be able to convince a judge that the suspect is not him?
Could be true. But it's still coming for a lot of jobs though, and a lot of, yeah? So what do you believe is a good thing for a child to be in the future, given the fact that AI has come? What do you think you're working towards now? How does that inform what you're studying and how you conduct yourself?
I think if they're just really passionate about what they do, if they really like it, they can find a way to make it work.
I think, I really do think that people need to be more strategic with what they're going to do in the future, because stuff like anything basically technical is very easily replaceable, especially today. Anything that analyzes like data, that's very replaceable with AI. And personally, I don't believe in AI, so I feel like instead of working to find jobs where AI can't take over, we should work to remove AI as a whole.
You guys agree?
Yes.
They should take AI.
Wait. But it's already here. In some parts, AI is used.
But it's more disadvantage. I mean, it has more disadvantages than advantages.
Depends on how you choose.
Oh,
Give me 3 advantages of AI.
You can be a spare friend.
That's his one problem also.
A really bad problem.
Yes.
Someone actually.
Do you know there are guys who are dating AIs?
Some people actually do date AI.
Yeah, there are people who are dating AIs.
And also AI wouldn't be like, let's say, a good counselor for someone, because AI actually took the life of a 13-year-old boy because he was actually depressed, was going through a lot and stuff. So he would like talk to his AI to like try to get like comfort, and the AI eventually like led him to make that decision.
Yes,
to
I heard
take
that
his
story.
own life. So that
In Australia, actually.
advantage.
Yeah. How go on?
That's why Australia on social media.
No, Australia, it's I think Finland, if I'm not mistaken.
I think also Australia.
Because even Australia as well.
Australia, they ban social media.
You
for
see?
16 and below, they are.
You see?
Yeah.
I feel like it needs to come down here. Because it's what having a friend that's AI, you literally listen to AI and you're locked in.
That's not social
And you
media,
can
though.
convince
Yeah, that's not social media.
you to doing anything.
You see? That's it. It can convince you to do anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Even crime and so on. So when there's no moderation, it can be a bit problematic. Do you feel like you're being properly listened to at school and at home by your parents? Do they know you intimately?
To add on that, I feel like a lot of parents right now don't listen to their kids. They might hear, but they don't listen to their kids. And that's because when their child goes to have a conversation with them, like if they're struggling with something, the parent goes into the conversation thinking they have all the answers and they know everything, which is a really bad mindset to have in any conversation that you're going to. Because just like how a child can learn from their parents, the parents can learn from the child. And if someone is struggling and they come to you to tell you about what they're struggling with, it's not really a good idea to give them a solution right away to the problem, because some people just want to be listened to. They don't want you to just tell them how right they are and what they're struggling with is just fixable, because also that it diminishes the feelings that the person who's struggling is feeling. And I feel like that's what a lot of parents do with their children. So I think parents need to be able to actually listen to their children and be there for them and make the home a safe space for their child to come to them with any problem that they have.
Wow. So that is how would you describe a safe space now? Yeah.
I feel like a safe space is communication and listening. But that's also part of communication. Yeah.
Maybe if they let me be in my room, maybe if I spend more time in my room than being disturbed and then them arguing that I spend more time in my room. Yeah. My safe space is my room.
But do you believe mom and dad know what's going on with you, everything?
I don't think they really do know, because they don't know what happens in school. Maybe school is affecting me and then home is a different environment. So it's a bit messed up, I would say.
The night?
My safe space is normally when I'm next to my mom. Like if she's sitting on the couch and me, I'm just in the room. I feel bored and I'll just go to her. So
you like to be around her?
Yeah.
How do you feel when you're around her?
I feel safe, I feel happy, and I like being with her because she accompanies me and I like the way she does it.
That's amazing.
Parents should know what's going on at school. Like they never know if their kids are dating or they should always know what's happening to them.
How can they know?
Maybe ask their teachers.
What, you want to say something?
You should speak to your parent normally if anything happens at school. You should always speak to them, because if you don't, you can become depressed or sad. Then you will not know what to do. Then you can talk to those people who are hating on you. They'll tell you advice that's not good for you. Then you could do something really bad.
Wow.
This kid's life is peak.
Yeah?
I don't know what they teach her at home, but they're doing amazing.
Why would you say that?
All her values, everything that she's giving out, it's the right thing as it should be. Because some of our mindsets are changed because of what we've gone through, but where she's going, she's gonna live a good life.
We're all gonna live a good life. Come on, clap those hands. We're all gonna live a good life, man. We must live a good life. Go on, you want to say something?
I wanted to say something about what she said about always talking to your parents. I think that depends on the parents that you have, because some things aren't some children aren't safe talking to their parents about certain topics. And if your parents haven't created, if you have to keep working on eggshells around them, and if you don't find them as comfortable to talk to, then they wouldn't be the right people to talk to. But you can find someone else, like a teacher or like a friend, and that's where also connections come in. It's really important to have connections. But talking to your parents is a good thing, just depends on your parents. Yeah. You should always be a priority in your parents' eyes. So if your parent is not in the mood of talking to you, that's not a good sign, and you should probably find someone else to talk to, I feel like. But that's just my opinion.
But I want just a word from all of you about what it is that we've shared that has stood out for you.
What has stood out for me right now is that as humans, we're wired for connection, and it's important that we find that person that we're able to come to and tell all our problems and rely upon, and that's what's going to make our lives ultimately easier.
My last words I would say about friendships, I would say stick to that one friend. Don't make so many friends. Well, it's also important to make friends, but if you have that one good person, stick to them.
It's about my last words about AI. I shouldn't be going too much on screens. AI is not good for me. I don't like it and I don't use it. And I would never want to use it. Unless it's something for school, I would use it.
Nice.
My last words are, stick to your thoughts, what you think, what's good for you in certain times.
Nice.
Maybe I want want to like build up from what Vanessa said about you should like have a variety of friends that like want to push you, want to accompany you, want to cry with, want to laugh with. And with that variety, then you're going to be more knowledgeable with those friends, because obviously if you're going to like stick to one person, then you might have a closed mindset. And once you get that variety of friends, you're able to think about their different mindsets, think about how their different lifestyles can align with yours. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, guys, I'd like to thank you so much for making the time to be a part of this. I'd like to say that the answer to the world around you is the world within you. Do you know what that means? I like to say that one generation's compromise is the next generation's captivity. The best present you can presently present to those that are currently present to you is being present. Do you get me? And so, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
A big shout out to Acorns International for making this happen. Right. 3, 2, 1. Inspiring and empowering. Thank you.